Hey everyone, welcome to BuiltFromBricks. I'm Brian, and I'm here by myself, so if things are a little funky, then that's because I don't have Drew to check on this stuff. He's got some prior engagement. Hey gaming scrap, welcome to BuiltFromBricks. I'm working in the Brick Island City tonight, so one of the things I was doing is putting houses along the beach front here. And I carefully peeled off this yellow beach house to reposition it on the board so that way it can be close to the street. You're my biggest fan. Thank you. Apparently right now you're the only fan in here. And I'm watching the live chat just in case it drops off. We had some time where we were started live, it dropped off after 3 minutes for some reason, and then I had to restart the stream. So if it kicks out abruptly, I'll put it back on. Where's gaming scrap from? I gotta shut off this, it's gonna be awfully noisy. Shut off the fan. And if you can see on the cameras there, you can see the large apartment building. This part we worked on last week was the posh area, we kept calling it. It's just the kind of high-end area of the city. So it's weird having just me in here. But that's okay. Again, thank you. I'm trying to work on some new Lego creations, a seafood restaurant, as well as finishing up that large tower and doing the interior. I have to design a bunch of furniture for the inside to have it look lived in and have people living in it, and maybe some fireplaces and some kitchen stoves and that kind of stuff. Right now I'm fixing so it's this beach house. If I'm really careful here, I'm repositioning on the board because I want it to go along the beach, and I'm not sure if you can see it in these shots, but the beach is there. Bring this closer. You get the beachfront here. Just trying to get everything so it's in this area next to the diner. There's a road here, and then this house is right across the street from the beach. So I'm going to customize, I'm fixing this beach house to make it close to the road, allow me to fit it on this street here, because it was set at the back of this base plate. And a lot of these sets aren't on a thin base plate, and for my city they need to be, so this house here as well, I probably need to peel it off of what it's on and redo it onto an actual base plate. Because I need the height difference. That gets too high when I do it this high. Then the sidewalk is weird, and there's a weird bump there, so unless I stick it down in the city permanently, and I don't think I want to stick it down permanently. I want to be able to remove the houses and put them in different locations if I want to change a building or add a building or maybe customize another building. So I'm just peeling off these pieces here, and then I'm going to reposition this house so it's on the front side of this base plate that I have in my hand here. And whoever's watching, welcome. This is Brian from BuiltFromBricks. That's awesome. Keep loving Legos, because sometimes you go through periods where you forget about them as you get older, and then you want to get back into them. So it's good to stay with it if you can. Yeah, so I carefully removed this from what it was on, and now I'm putting it on here. I gotta decide where I want it compared to the house that it's going next to. They won't have a lot of space between them because it is the beach. It's a highly sought after area to live on. So I'm gonna give them just a little bit of room on each side, on their neighbor's side. Don't want to take up too much room from the street. And actually, they have enough, so I'm gonna put this pretty close to this side, which then leaves a little gap on this side, which I'll figure out afterwards what I want to do. There's gonna be they have a side yard, which I might move to the front. I'm not sure yet. Nah, they'll go on the side. So we're gonna move this here and pop it down without breaking it. I peeled it off okay. I should have put it back down okay. And then add all the parts that I took off. So this is the beach house here. I know it's far away from, which camera am I looking at? I already got a camera there. And I put the roof back on, and then I'll fix the outside and the patio, the barbecue grill that goes back inside. This piece goes inside, but it's not that necessary. I'd probably get away without it. It is, time is it here? It's 6 something. I just started, so it's always 6 something Eastern time. I don't know where are you located, what time it is there, but it's not too, it's pretty early here. Haven't eaten yet. So we're putting this together. Alright, so there's the nice house. This house is gonna have an awesome view across the street from the beach. Left enough room so they can have a small sidewalk in front. And now I'm gonna build the side yard. So they have a side yard in this one where they had a barbecue grill, which is right here. Some chicken legs on it. Get the little chicken leg. I always like that one. And we are still live. Good. So let's reconstruct this backyard area here. Not quite sure how I had it set up before. And I'm dropping pieces, which isn't always good. How long have I been building with Lego? Well, I was building with Lego when I was 14, and then I stopped building with Lego. Then in college I had a little bit of Lego. I had a coffee table I made out of Lego, just a solid, heavy, 55-pound coffee table. And then no Lego. And probably 9 years ago, I started with Lego again. And now it's non-stop. I'm doing Lego this and Lego that, and I have some other cool stuff, exciting stuff coming up. Going to conventions in Philadelphia in April. And a little tip, well not a tip, it's a little thing is, I never call them Legos, it's always Lego, because Lego is the company name. So we don't have, they're not called Legos, they're either Lego bricks, or there's a lot of Lego everywhere in here. Never say Legos. That's for the true nutty fans like me. But that's from Lego itself, they say that it is not, there's no plural. I'm just adding some detail, some fence area here. I'll show everybody when it's ready. But I'm gonna place this in there. You get to see me place it in the city and see how it looks. Give you feedback. See if I can remember how I did these fences here. So you got a nice beach front property here. You want to come out your house and be across the street from the beach. And that's what this yard is here. So if I can remember the best, this is shorter this way, which is fine. They don't have access, they have to go in their house to get outside. This left me with a lot more pieces, more yellow pieces to build with. You're building a Lego city in your room, that's pretty cool. I took over the garage, so that's where I'm hiding, is the garage. I wish I had more room. But I'm stuck with what I got for now. Who knows, maybe someday I'll expand and have a bigger studio with more people working and building bigger stuff in bigger cities and whatnot. But for now, this is what I have. And so I just added this little side yard. I don't remember what the original one looked like. I just added this little side yard here. We're gonna add a little patio of bricks that go out. Some 1x1 tiles. These are always fun to put down. So this would be easier if I take the roof off. Well, not really. But I want to place these in here to have him have a path outside it out to his door. So the 1x1 tiles can be, like I said, they're a little tricky to place. But it's like a checkerboard pattern. Mark Brown, yes, it's... Of course my wife or my daughter will annoy me and say Legos on purpose, because they know I don't like it, but it's okay. Can keep doing it. I'll ignore. Yeah, so I'm adding the little detail here, and actually, if I bring this camera down, you can get a little, we'll keep moving the camera around. Like I said, it's a one-man shop tonight, so figuring out how this tripod works is the next trick for me. So right now I'm working on this little part here. I'm adding in little 1x1 tiles. and we'll see how it looks on the beach. And then I'm trying to figure out what else we're gonna put over in this section over here. Behind the pet shop is right there against the Palace Cinema, right? Not the cinema, but the shopping place. But I don't think that pet shop is gonna stay there. Don't think it looks good on the backdrop of the beach. So I gotta figure out what I want to put there, what building I want to put there, or another house, or something else. We'll go back to over here. And it should be good. I'm, like I said, customizing this as I go. Lego Star Wars. I do like some of the Lego Star Wars. I built the giant Millennium Falcon, the 7,541 piece monstrosity, but it was actually a really fun build. I don't have a ton of Star Wars stuff. I have that. I have an X-Wing. I like some of the smaller sets, like the Cantina set with the musicians, the little alien musicians, and land speeders, stuff like that. Land speeders, sand speeders, whatever they're called. So I guess I do like some Star Wars stuff. Can I see the X-Wing, please? I don't know where that is. X-Wing is up on a... Look in the... Oh, you can't see it. Above that green curtain that's there behind me, it's up on the top right now. It's on display up there. It's just out of the way, because otherwise I'll break the thing. I tend to knock a lot of stuff over, so I think I'll keep it out of the way for now. We have this nice little patio here, and if this fits back there, it'd be awesome, because then I can have a nice big patio, although this won't let me put on... If I use this, then I can't put the barbecue grill in and have it stay. So I need some other tiles, which are probably out of my reach right now. So we add some things like this, which is the little... This came with the set. And then the barbecue grill. It's a little tight area here, but they have a nice barbecue grill. And they have a table. And it really is a compact area for them. And I don't think that actually says... This has wheels, so this doesn't actually sit on anything. So they can come out here, have a little coffee at their table, and a little barbecue. There will be sidewalk on the front of this. And then this goes back on top. So here you go. This is the house that I just put back together. And I'm thinking of putting something behind it. So this way we can have a house back to back, possibly. Might be one solution. Or I take this house, which is probably too wide. But we will see. If this can butt up against this one. Well, it can. They'd be really cozy neighbors if I did this. But it may work. Yeah, they'd be really close. The guy look out his back window and see a wall. So I probably won't do it like that. I'll probably need another board, or again, keep this one on the beach the way it was. It's on, like I said, it's on these 16 by 16 square plates right now. Which camera is so far away? The one up there? The one up there, the one I'm looking at right now is too far away? I don't know if I can move that without messing things up. I can try. That's why I got this camera right here. Oh, we got text going over the words. Let's get rid of that. Chat box. Let's get rid of that camera so we don't have my Drew cam blocking the text. Maybe we'll play with the Drew cam. There we go. That's there. And the... At least we got the close-up here for now. I can play with the camera after, but this camera here, I'm going to adjust that, and I'm going to work over in this section right here. So I may move around a little bit and adjust this a little bit. So next to the diner, I'm going to hop on the other side. That camera I do want to bring closer. I need to put it on a tripod. Right now it's up and out of the way. But we're going to try and put these houses in the city, or at least this one possibly first. It's going to go right over across the street from the beach, and you see how they slide in and out. What I may do is move that I have some plants in the corner trying to make a round corner, but I may move that so I can slide that over more so we don't get this funky lineup. I can always remove stuff, add it, change it, and put these back on. I got some funky stuff going on over there. So I have a couple cameras here. There's a Logitech 922, and then I have some Microsoft Life Cams. I really like the Life Cams. They're easy to, they focus well. I apparently can do a zoom maybe for that one that's far away that I'm looking at. But for now, it's gonna be where it is. So this needs to move over a couple more. Gonna be a tight corner there. They're gonna have, instead of the curved corner that I wanted, I'll probably end up with a square corner. It's hard to get the space right without having some funky things going on in the city. So, if we do it like this, this might fit just perfect. Just like that. So I can still get a little bit of a curve there. This house can stay right across the street from the beach. We'll have a sidewalk here. They don't want to buy you a camera or what? And they're gonna move. Oh, I hope I don't lose my chat here. I gotta jump behind the scenes and plug this back in. I did not get battery charged on this enough. There we go. And you may be able to see me. No, you can't see me right now. I am off camera, just moving this out of the way, moving a few things out of the way, just so I can get this house in place and see how it's going to look across the street from the beach. Yeah, I really like the Microsoft cameras, and they're not too expensive. I mean, if you're 14 and you don't have money, that's a little different. So this house is going to go next door to this one. Kind of like that. And I'll adjust it. If I put this one permanently there, which I may, then I can just push it down and lock it in place and put the sidewalk, take off this green. Although they are really close to the street. They come out their front door and they're going to get hit by a car. So I may have to adjust that. Hey, A-Full Man. I'm just trying this. No Drew. It's tricky. Where can I put my laptop for now? On top of a house, maybe? Get out of the way? Did you build a Lego desk? Never built a Lego desk. Or do you mean a life-size Lego desk? No. That's precarious. Can you guys see that? It's balanced on top of two houses right now, just so I can work on this section. Thanks, A-Full. It's a work in progress, but it's coming together. And like I said, I like these houses I just put across the street from the beach. I'll zoom in here on that as much as I can. So you get the beach boardwalk there, which is a mess in the water. You get those two houses right across. We can pan over here to the diner, which is along the boardwalk there, over to the beach, and then into the posh section, we call it. We don't have a name yet. Someone suggested the Riviera section. I don't think I like that. So I'm looking for a name for that posh section of town. But right now I just placed these. I'll look for some sidewalk pieces to put in here, which I do have in a bin back there. And A-Full Man, are you going to Philly? I forget who's told me they're going and not. If this house is a permanent fixture of the city, then I can always move it back to have a small sidewalk. They won't have a wide sidewalk like this. They'll probably have four studs wide. This guy's got his own little driveway right here. What's the TV for? It's a monitor, and I was gonna put the chat on there. I need the right cable to hook the laptop up to that. Launchpad update? You must be talking amongst yourselves. Hello, Ultimate Bricks. Welcome, Ultimate Bricks. Thanks for tuning in. We got a lot of people in here. We have 9 viewers in here, and it's just me today. It's a lot harder when it's just me. I'm realizing that when Drew's here, he's always helping me out with the camera shots, and I'm on one side of the camera, he's on another, so that way you don't have a blank space to stare at. Oh, carry on. Yes, the TV is for that. These are awesome for the boardwalk. These large 6x6 tiles. I have tons and tons and tons of these. It was great for this area. It would be good for sidewalks if I wanted sidewalks that are 6 wide. But unfortunately I use the 2x2 light gray tiles for the sidewalks. So all of this area, I'm probably going to do that right now and get this to look more real. The only concern is right here, what I do, because this is a plate. When I put a tile on it, it creates that height difference so I can have the... Actually, something's wrong. What am I doing wrong here? All confused. I'm thinking to myself what I need to do to make the height right, because it looks like this is too low, but these are the normal height of this is the street, and we'll have the sidewalk. So I'd have a light piece here, yes, and then you drop down to the street. So I think that's the way I did it. I'm looking at one of my other streets. And they can even interlock like this to lock them together. And I'll put this sidewalk going. You're trying to build... Thanks, Ultimate Bricks. I'm trying to build all of my Lego buildings. Hey, Brendan. Your neck looks lovely. He had a fight with the couch. He had a fight with the couch and he lost. Camera up there. You can say hi to whoever's watching. There's a bunch of people watching. There's 10 viewers watching, actually. Close the door so we don't hear the doggy.
Oh.
And, alright, so, oops. Knocking cameras over. We're gonna go get some pieces for this section right here. And I'll get you over to the other section right now. Who is that? Yes, that's my son. That's Brendan. If you want to say hi, you can talk to that camera while I go grab some pieces.
What
Oh, they're
camera?
actually right here.
Oh.
So we need sidewalk pieces, and this is one of them. This is some of the sidewalk that's going there in front of the yellow
on
house.
the other side. I think it would be better.
Be better?
Yes, I just need to try not to knock anything over.
Yeah, that would be bad if you knocked anything over.
Like a camera or light.
You're put too. You're out too. Bye, A-Full Man. Thanks for stopping in. It's always a pleasure to have everybody in the chat room. Whoever chats in and out, and whoever wants to talk. I'm here. And we're gonna put some. We're gonna add these.
Okay, I'm here.
We're gonna add these here to make the sidewalk pieces.
Where?
I'm adding these pieces. This is gonna make the
Oh.
sidewalk. See, it's nice. Drop off to the makes a curve, but you can't really reach.
Kind of.
And I'm getting phone calls while I'm on here and everything else, and they're gonna have to wait. I don't know who that is, but they have to wait. I don't know. Usually have my phone silenced, and like I said, I'm all out of sorts. And there was some planters that go in front of this house here, so we'll put
Planters?
some plants.
What?
Or planters, whatever you want to call them. So I'm gonna put some plants back in front of the house. He is 9 years old, so he's a bit younger than you. And he typically doesn't come down here to touch any of the stuff, so.
Or build anything.
Or build anything. So we added some of the garden back in. This is ended up being a skinnier sidewalk than I wanted, but it doesn't look bad. It's not supposed to be a big sidewalk. This is just, they live along the beach. I can make it a little bigger if I want to.
More.
Yeah.
Oh, it won't fit.
So yeah, we're adding these on. Yeah, gaming scrap that's in here said he's 14. I still don't know what, do you live in the US or do you live somewhere else?
Do you want to know?
Just curious.
Do you
He said
want
he asked
to know?
what time it was here, and he obviously is in a different time zone then. Yep, so we have this going on here. So that makes it a little more, it looks like a more finished look once you start adding in the sidewalk to it. And we can show you what I just did, because the camera wasn't pointed in the right direction.
What camera?
This one.
Oh.
So we just added some sidewalks in front of this house right here. South Africa. Wow. No, don't do that. Because then you have it uneven. Then it's not, you can't do it like that. I'll do the rest, don't worry.
How's it uneven anyways?
Because it's going to be off-centered. It has to be like this. And then one, and then a one tile. Instead of something like this. Something like this will go here. So that way you don't leave a weird odd number, because it's an odd number otherwise. So we're adding pieces here and making the sidewalk will go around the corner, but I'm just showing them what I can do with that. South Africa. Well, welcome South Africa. I don't know if anybody's been in here from South Africa.
Before.
Yeah, I don't think they have. That's a cool place. I get people watching from all over.
One was from London or something.
London. So, I'm going to decide what goes in. We're going to go back to this section. So here's the work on the street. Got a lot of work to do there. But I wanted to figure out what's going to go in this section right here. We got the fancy section.
I'm going back upstairs.
Do I have a Minecraft Lego set? I have several Minecraft Lego sets. The minecart, the mine set, as well as a couple of
Mansion.
Oh yeah, that's not a Minecraft set though.
Oh. I thought it
the
was.
Lego crafting boxes. I bought 3 of those crafting boxes.
Wait,
Scooby-Doo is not Minecraft.
I know. I forgot. I thought it was Minecraft for a second.
I'm going to come over here, and we want to decide what's going in this section. And all that, in the UK it's 11:30. Yeah, it's late. So you've already eaten and everything else and getting ready for bed. Or maybe, if you stay up late, I don't know. I'm going to go back to the other side here.
Bye, guys.
They're not going to see me, are they? Well, they may if I post this up a little bit. We'll go back there and figure out what's going to go in that section. I'll grab the laptop and talk to people from back here. So if I grab you, I can at least see what's going on. Hey, Imperial Officer! I think I was wondering when you were going to show up. No, kidding, but I sound bent down here. They don't have Drew on the other side to have someone in camera view when I'm working on this section. But you saw last week, I just added these 2 houses. I actually have the 2 houses that I want there now, across the street from the beach. Brother from another brick, hey! Where are you? Where's the camera that I'm looking at? Hello, brother from another brick, welcome. And I'm in the midst of designing the city. I designed relocating buildings in the city and formatting everything a different way. We're still looking for what's going to go in this section. I'll pan over in 1 second to the fancy section and see what we got going on here. It's good that I got a bunch of people in the town in the show today. Don't know if I want to put this in the city or not. It is cool. It's Kirk's house, the original, the founder of Lego, and that could go down the side street from the beach. It's a possibility to go over here. But I'm not sure yet if it's going to go here or not, because it could go here, and it'll be off street from the beach. Do I play Minecraft? Yes. I do play Minecraft. I'm actually building this crazy, we're doing a survival one right now, and it's tough, but doing that and building a few things. This house could go here. Kirk's house. It's 3:30 in California. Nice. I don't make any videos. Is that the original Lego house or a custom? It is the original one, brother. It was... I see the prices on eBay now are going crazy. $500, $600, $700. I paid like $250, I think, maybe for this. And it is the original one in the box. I have the box somewhere in here. I don't typically keep boxes, but that is the original one. So it is pretty cool. I have a few rare things like that. Some things like the If you've seen my Instagram at BuiltFromBricks, the Instagram with Zach every day, that's an original Zach the Lego Maniac figure from, well, they made it recently in 2016, but it was from like the commercials in the 80s, which I remember because I was a kid then, but some of you like scrap gaming wouldn't remember that. Gaming scrap. I don't do any videos though, and I wish I could reach that camera from here and point it up further, but I can't. Got the big giant microphone here. It's also in the way. I'm gonna go in the middle of the street right now. So that is that, and it's more along the lines of where I want to put the Ninjago City, this big monstrosity. My grandma's buying me Legos. That's awesome. I know brothers. I've seen one of his videos I've seen recently. That I was watching something. I always want people to get me. I want people to get me Lego sets, but they don't because they know that they're afraid to buy me stuff because they figure I already have it, which is probably the case in most instances. I probably have the set already, and if I don't, it's probably one that I was gonna buy myself anyway. I'm like, if you want to give me Lego, just give me gift cards because that'll work. So we have this pet shop here, which is probably gonna move. And I remember that you can't take these modules or creators and lift them from the second floor because when I do that, I break them. So this is moving out of the way from the beach. Something else is going to go over there. Just haven't decided what yet. What would make a good right here? My favorite set. 6 Lego sets. Awesome. My favorite set. Or your favorite. My favorite set, one of them most recently is the diner. The diner is one of my favorite sets. I do like the Assembly Square a lot. The Parisian Restaurant. Least favorite set? Gift cards are the best. Yes. Least favorite set? Actually, you know what my favorite set is? The old fishing village. That fishing store, whatever you want to call it. I love that set. And I incorporated it into the harbor that I had built. I specifically built a spot in for that and added the docking into it purposely because I knew it was coming. Least favorite set? Any of the police stations that they have currently. I wish they did a new modular police station like they did the fire station. Least popular set, that's probably one of those type of sets. The open backs, a lot of them they're open back buildings, so I won't use them in the city. If I do, I have to add my own back to it. I did build my own custom police station. I have it. I don't know if I like it anymore, so I might redo it again. That's my other problem is that I start and then stop. The Microfighter Y-Wing last Christmas. Do I use real sand for the Lego beach? Doesn't everybody use real sand? Yes, this is all real. I can run my fingers through it. No, that would be a mess. It would be everywhere. It would look cool, actually. I don't know if anybody's done that. Is there anybody that anybody use real sand? I don't think so. If I have an outdoor, I might do an outdoor train, and that'll have real sand and dirt and everything else around it. But that's outside. I don't think I'm bringing sand into my Lego set. It'll be in everything. A modular police station, yeah. Or hotel. I saw they're doing some sort of, what was that, a hospital, I think? I have a sort of modular fire station. I revamped one of the fire stations, but it's still not my favorite. And it doesn't really fit in the city anywhere. Maybe in a back alley somewhere. We're gonna move again. I saw something fall from my rack. Which rack? I don't know which rack he's referring to. We're gonna move you over here so I can get on the other side again. We got a pet shop, we got a corner deli, a bank, some other stuff you can't see because I'm off camera right now. Coming back around. The only one you have on your left. Yeah, Lego photography outside. Yeah, I would use sand for something like that. This is everybody's seen this. Little corner deli, although it's the corner deli, but I made it enclosed, so it's not open anymore. I enclosed it. I took 2 sets together and locked it together, so you can't really open it. This side's about boring. There's a door down here. These windows, I don't remember if those were in there or not. And I took one of the extra windows and put it back here. So it's a closed corner deli, so it's not open on the back anymore. and this will fit better in the city because everything in the city has to be kind of closed. I'm thinking, even though there's other shops on there, I'm thinking this might go in the back side of the posh section, heading towards the city. So there's a diner, there's a deli, there's a lot of stuff you can do to go get food. So I think that's where I just decided where that's gonna go. Did you make the deli modular? Well, it doesn't open if that's even, if it's modular. No, it was the creator one, and I made it, like I said, all around with closes. I should have made it modular, and I could still do that. Have the top come off. It wouldn't be that hard to fix. Maybe at a different time, I'll actually make it so the floors come off. But I'm thinking this might go at the backside of these ugly buildings here. I'm not, the backside of the cinema or something. Maybe we're gonna put something here. There's a door there, so I can't do it that way. Although that door doesn't have to exist, so I could always do something like that. And that way you can come from the park and head over this way. And we got a little Harry Potter walking around here with a large sword for now. But you can see there, I could always do something like that. So you come out of the shops, you have the movies that way, you have the assembly square that way, the big, large, high-rise apartment building over there. Assembly square is down there. You got the Parisian restaurant. You get some townhouses over there. There's the brick bank. But you come out of this park, and we're heading down towards the beach. There's a diner over here. But maybe we need a little delicatessen. Might be a good choice for right there. This corner's tight to put stuff, so I'm trying to figure what I want to put there. Cool to make it in the style of the modular, but not, yeah. Could do that. But for now, I don't know, it's a little small place tucked out of the way. Just like I said, I can make access here, a little path. Probably have to move these. And I need to cut a base plate here to fit in this section. It's gonna be a base plate that I cut into a circle, into a curved area so they can get back there. But I think that's a good spot for it. I don't care that the door's blocked in the back because they have an entrance right here. They can get their sandwiches over here. And somebody lives upstairs. How did I make the curved wall? So really, the desk is curved. There's a desk here. There's 3 pieces of desk. And the desk is curved. I screwed a plywood piece below the desk, connecting all 3 desks together. And then this sits pushed up against the curved part, so it's basically just wedged here and on the other end. And I don't dare move it because I've messed it up a million times. I don't have the London clock tower because I don't really like it. It's big. It's a lot of pieces for, if you want 4,200 pieces for $200, that's an awesome deal. It's 5 cents a piece or less. But I don't really care for it. It's just big tan building, and no offense to anybody, it's just not something I wanted. If that's the way you're talking, I think you're talking about the, oh, maybe I'm thinking of something else. The Parliament, the UK, what is that thing? Flash Pants isn't here. Who else is from the UK in here? Somebody was. So, I think that might be a good spot for that. I wish I could get a closer shot. I think you can see it. I could expand the camera on that one. No, you can see that pretty good. If you're on a computer, I just can't see it because I'm far away. Big Ben. Maybe that's what I'm thinking of. Yeah, Big Ben. I don't want that set. I never really wanted that set. So now that we have that, we got the deli there. I'm thinking maybe this one goes next to it. And then it's like another little shopping area. Outside of the really high-end stuff, you got possibly this bike shop coming right next to this. I don't think it fits because there's something on that side, because I have a window on that side. So I can't put it right there. I'll have to find another place for it. Or we can move that back. Nope, that won't work either. This is why it's modular. This is why I can slide stuff around and see where I want to put stuff. You put the bike shop, maybe? Can't do the bike shop this way, because it's got a little back alleyway, and that'd be really skinny. Although it would fit perfectly like this. Kind of. So it's a little trial and error of what I want to go where. Oh. I think the deli looks cool here, though. Anybody disagree? Like it? Maybe this can go like this. And it's a little square. Not sure yet. Maybe it can go. I can't go forward. I can't put it on that side. Kind of limiting when I put this. When I have 3 sides with something on it, I can only butt up against this side, which has a door, which doesn't matter if that gets closed. I'm not concerned about that. I might have to take this door off because it won't sit flush with that little bump out. You like it right there? It looks odd up against a big a big building. So I got 1 vote for it, 1 vote against it. And what time do we have here also? 6:40. Wow. Time's crazy. I gotta have some sort of separation or bringing the buildings down. I mean, I don't think it looks odd against the big building. But what do I put next to it? Do have this little other shop. It's another cafe. Although I'm trying to keep some stuff for the other side of town, which is like the not as nice side of town. And this has a little ATM on it. This is the, I don't know what this one's called, I forget. But there's also 1 flat side. So that could be something alright. This was one that was also, I believe, one you can open. And it's now closed up. Because I'm not going to, if I open it, it's going to be double as wide. It'll have a little cool thing in between it. But then I need a back to it. So I believe I locked this one together as well. Somehow I did. I don't even know where I did it, but I locked it together somehow. I wouldn't buy the big set either. I don't like that space. Yeah, it's huge. Yeah, you don't like it, you don't hate it. I'm just on the fence. I don't hate, but I don't like it. I'm on the fence. You talking about Big Ben or about the deli up against the big building? What other building would go next to that? How about I can throw in like a Hogwarts building, which does not fit. This would go on the seedier side of town, as we're calling it. The not so nice side of town just looks like a menacing place that you wouldn't want to go in. Ooh, there we go. I have that. There's a Hobbit house. There's the Lego workshop on sale. I don't know. I did just pick up. I like this bike shop. That might be one that would be cool to be down here instead of the deli, or put them both. I don't know yet. So the bike shop could go here, and maybe further back, which then I think it looks even weirder. But I need the space to get by. How about like that? I think that's kind of cool. So both next to each other, but they're offset, so it keeps the windows open. It lets some space between here. I could push this back if I wanted to, or I could leave it like this, kind of offset from each other. It makes a little courtyard behind the houses, which I could probably throw something in. What do you think of that idea like that? I picture like cities that I've been to and places I've seen on TV where they have these outdoor areas where you have parks and shopping, and you have lots of little things that are accessible. I think it's great to have the bike shop near the beach, and lots of little food places to tuck into. So that could be a solution. You like it? No. Gaming Scrap liked something. Not sure what. Brendan's hiding back there. The buildings look better like that. But thanks. Yeah, I think I like it like this too.
Doggy high five.
It's probably going to stay like that. I think that's the perfect spot for it.
Doggy high five.
That might be a solution because then it creates a little pathway here. I can make it grass colored if I want. I can make some more sidewalk in here just to connect it all together. So I think that's how it's going to go. And then we need to figure out what's going to go here. There'll be a little street here or something. And another building, a smaller building, modular, might go there. Not the pet shop, because I think that's weird on this side of town. But possibly, it looks better. He likes it like that. Yay. Could use this, but this doesn't really fit as a building there. This is the one that I created. Although it fills it in nicely. This size building would fill it in nicely. That's a kind of, it was a diner, but since they came out with a diner, I changed it. I'm probably going to change these tiles down there to something else, just because now I don't need a diner next to a diner. But something like that might look good. Get more grass on the roads. Yeah? What does that look like? How does that building look there? Does it fit in? That gray building looks good there. It's not, well, is it gray? Does it look gray to you? It's actually like a mint green. This is a building that I designed. I really like the top floor. I think it might look good there. It's filling in the area. Hopefully there's enough room behind it to put something between that and the brick bank. Some skinnier buildings. A bookstore, maybe you could turn it into one. Maybe. It is, the top does come off, and I can show that, I think. Right now it's not a bookstore. Top floor, the roof also comes off, I believe. I forget if I made the roof modular, I'm pretty sure I did. But that does come off, and yeah, I could make it something like a bookstore. I don't know if the color would work or not. But that's a good idea. I like the bookstore idea, Imperial Officer, and that wouldn't be hard to do. A lot of brown pieces and shelves, and then basically a bunch of 1x2 tiles. 1x2 tiles that I just put in sideways on the bookshelves. And I could, if I have a couple pieces in front of me, I could pop it together just to show what that would look like right now. To have rows of books and lots of these books on a thing just like that. You just keep, obviously not brown, I mean not yellow, but books, you know, different color tiles like this, and make rows and rows and rows of books. I don't know what you mean, getting grass on the roads. Don't know what that means. There's a Blocks magazine here. Little tiles of Blocks magazine. How many of you are familiar? Any of you in the chat room familiar with Blocks magazine? The silence is deafening. I'm taking that as a no. So I'm finally gonna add some sort of sidewalk to this because the black is driving me nuts. So doing this, I think, makes everything look so much more finished. And I just realized that this isn't on a base plate, but it's on a plate, a regular plate, and that messes my design up. I have to switch that most likely to a base plate because this doesn't work the way I build my city. I could use it, but then the building's there permanently. So if it's a permanent building, I could do that. But otherwise, I need to change that. You read Blocks magazine, Mark? Well, I haven't announced anything yet, but maybe I'll get a little spoiler, but keep an eye out on Blocks magazine because you should be seeing something from me in there soon. I can't say too much more. I suppose I could, but I don't know. But you'll see me in there, and hopefully you like what I'm doing. I'm happy I find someone that says they read Blocks magazine. Yes, you gotta wait till April. The first person besides people I live with that knows, by the way, whoever's watching right now, so. Yeah, you'll recognize, you'll see me in there. You'll see, I think they do like a, about the contributor type thing first. I'm not sure what that's gonna look. I don't know what it's gonna look like, but it's some stuff I wrote, and it should be, if it goes well, it should be a monthly type thing where you'll see it every month. Now I want to see this magazine of the Blocks. Now here's a little one. Here's what the so they sold these magazines here, and these little tiles that are all covers of all their magazines. I have the first 24 of them, but they're into their 4th year of magazines. I've had them since issue number 1. and they're pretty cool. This and they're all these are all the covers. This one was they did a thing about the tumbler, the Batman tumbler. So every one of them is pretty cool like that. I need to put these throughout the city or in stacks. Or these could go. Hey, these could go in the bookstore. Who mentioned the bookstore? Was it Imperial Officer? What did a bookstore you could turn? What did Mark? The gray building looks good there. A bookstore maybe you could turn into one, but a bookstore sounds more sounds appropriate for the. Is it at Barnes and Noble? I think it is at Barnes and Noble. I have seen it there. I get a subscription, but it's very expensive to get the subscription because we're here, not there. Thinking this building here is going to go behind one of these buildings just to fill in the weird space that's going to be created back there. So let me pop back there and see if that fits. I do like the way that's looking with these buildings here. And so I'm going to pop in the back side. I've never seen it in my local supermarket. It's gonna pop over here. I have to. This is why I need that big, as you said, TV behind me. I need that working so that way I can see the teleprompter from wherever, see the chat from wherever I am in the room. That's what this is for. Once I get the right cable to hook it up. So this building here is gonna go behind one of these buildings, I believe. And if it fits, if it works out back here, and it might. I keep the street pretty wide back here. I think 15 is my width of my streets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They can go for it. They can go a little short if they have to, because it is a back street. It's not on the main road. I can also move this forward a little bit and this one forward a teeny bit, just to accommodate for that. And then I can have a street that's the right width that I need. So we got 6. That's 12, and this can always come back a little bit too. So that may go back here. It looks a little weird there. See where it can fit back here. Can't go next to the bank. I'm moving stuff around and everything's sliding everywhere. This creates a weird little courtyard back there, which actually looks pretty neat. And I'll have to take a picture at one point to show everybody what it looks like. But something like this might work out too. Although that creates no way to get to the other part of the city. So yeah, I'll figure out where this is going to go. Probably not going to go there, it looks weird. But it could go anywhere. This is street, this is street. This street's going to have to move in and out because of this building being in this spot now. It's always something, huh? There's the backside of the diner, butts up to the street. And there's a funny little thing I did back there, which is there's an oil spill going on back there. There's a vent hood at the back of the diner, and I put a little oil spill. I just thought it was amusing. This building could go jammed in there, but that might not work either. Well, it's going to keep playing with it to see what eventually I end up doing. Because these look cool like this, I think. And you're welcome, Imperial. It is a cool magazine. It's even cooler if you see me in it. So, just keep that in mind. That actually, if you do see me in it, write to the editor and tell him you like the art, like the new feature, and that might keep it going. Even, you know, I'm assuming they're gonna like it anyway, but because they liked what I submitted, but we'll, keep it going a little longer, or keep it going forever. I like it. It's a cool little project. And I don't know where this little cafe is going because I don't know where I want to put it yet. And it's struggling with the back of these buildings over here, so we'll do that one later. This one. Right there, perfect. Got a pet store in Jago City, and then a lot of room for some other parts. I'll show you in a second. Buy gaming scrap. Is the alleyway accessible from 2 points? It is accessible. I don't know. Can't show you back there. But you got this spot here. So you can get through here. This is a wider spot because this is the main boardwalk. This is going to go out to the street. I mean, out to the main street there. So this is going to stay this width of 6 by 6. These can't go in there yet. I need something to prop them up with, but those will go. These will ultimately go here till I get to the end. That'll go like that, and this will meet up with it. There's an alleyway there. There's no other alley. There's no other accessibility if these are butted up against each other. But I do like the, besides this on top, I do like that look. I can always move the brick bank a little bit to adjust for that too, to make it accessible between the shop area and the Parisian restaurant. I can't reach any more with this cable. There's a little, there's like a 9 sled wide street. So that's the focus on it right there. So I don't know. I mean, I think this looks good across the street from the beach. It's a bookstore, which may be a little strange if it is a bookstore to have it. You come off the beach, head up here, you can go. So it's perfect to have the stairs here. You come off the beach, you head down here to the main street. You can head down here to go into this store, to the deli, bike shop, and then go into the fancy section of town. Right now, a minifigure can enter right here. But at the moment, that's where they can go. There's no other, they can go to the back side of that building. And right, that's it. That's the only alleyway right now, besides this alleyway. This building sits by itself at the moment. If that's what you mean, I'm not sure what you meant. No, it's not a dead end. Oh no, I see. Now I know what you mean. It's not a dead end. See, you have this side and the other side's open right now. I didn't block it off yet, if that's what you meant. I could block it off with something. That's a possibility, to block that off and have another building back there. Having that module where I added the extra window doesn't give me another flat surface to butt up against, so I have to have small alleyways between them if I'm going to put anything on the other side. I could put the back side of the brick bank there, so you don't see the brick bank, you see the back side of the brick bank, because I'm sure that's just a big, ugly brick building on the back side. There's nothing on the back side. So it's not a dead-end alley. I know you can't see it on camera. I wish I could bring the camera closer. But no, they can go through and come out to the main street, which is now turning or zigzagging to get over there. Not sure how that's going to work yet. But I really like the way this looks. I think it'll grow on me. It's filling in this whole section of the table. It's not filling in this whole section. So this whole section is a disaster. You got the fishing store right here. As you can see, the fishing store with the pier. I don't know how much you can see of that. There's the pier if I pull back. But everything else is just a mess. The Ninjago City, I'm not sure where that's going. It's going on that side of the city somewhere. I do have that Tower of Orthanc that is now a Tower of Orthanc office building, which is staying on that side somewhere. With weird shaped windows. I think I have 1x4x5s, which is the uncommon window pane. But that whole building is done with the wrong side, with those ones apparently. I have to redo that section. Thank you. The whole thing looks impressive. This section looks impressive. I'm glad that people are liking it. And I'm impressed that I condensed a lot of the modules into this one section of the city. Instead of having one long row of houses in a big line, this kind of breaks it up, having shorter streets and then side streets. It lets you put a lot of stuff in. Hello gaming, Scrap, welcome back. I'll only be on here for a few more. Oh, it's 7 o'clock. I gotta head out in a second because I haven't eaten, and I hear the little one wants to go get hibachi, so we might be going to get hibachi and some sushi. So that's what I've done. I haven't done a ton today. I like your feedback, everybody's help on placement of these buildings. I think the bookstore idea is an awesome idea for that, and I'll have to work on that. That'll be something to show you, and give credit to Imperial Officer for suggesting it. I think he was the one. Thank you, Mark Brown. I'm glad you agree that it's looking good. I just wish I had more room. Oh, I also wish I had more buildings. I'm gonna have to create more custom ones or something to fill up the city. Although I think with Lego coming out, there will be plenty of stuff to fill up the city. I'd like to see some cool modules this year. I don't know what else is coming out modular wise. I know some other stuff that's rumored to come out, but I'm hoping there's another modular. Some of the nice buildings. The diner was amazing. I love the Brick Bank, Priest and Restaurant. The Assembly Square was really fun. So we'll see what else Lego has in store. 4 p.m. there. 3 a.m. in Minecraft. I will be asleep. And it'll be Friday tomorrow, so at least we have the weekend coming up for us. But I think that's what I got today. Sorry for the camera jumping around everywhere and everything. It's harder when it's one person in the studio. You'd like, if we had more helpers, that would be good, but that's hard. And I can't pay anybody right now, so that's even harder. It's all for fun. And that's all it is. It's for fun, and I'm glad that people are appreciating what we're making, and I have fun doing it. Sometimes I want to get down to the studio more, so I'd have more ready each and every week. It's hard to do that. Everybody wishes they had more room. Yeah. Yep, that's true. I mean, I could expand out this way, then I have to rotate the city or do something funky. I could go off the left side, but I lose my storage. I could go off the back here. At one point, I'd have to move those shelves, the display shelves, which wouldn't be bad. I could always come out this way, add a little more. Drew won't like it because he won't be able to move anywhere in here. He'll be crawling on the floor. An intern, they work for free. I don't know how to be local. We have Drew, he works for free, and he does all the video editing for all the pre-recorded shows, like the one I posted earlier. He's awesome at that, so he does that. My 9-year-old, he can't really help with this stuff, unfortunately. Maybe for sorting purposes, we need to sort. I have stuff everywhere, as you can see. It's all over the table. This stuff needs to get out of here so I can clean up this mess. Figure out where these buildings are going. I have the pool hall, which is probably going toward the seedy side of town, stuff like that. That'll be maybe in next week's episode. I really like the way this beach section's looking here with the... We have the yellow beach house there. The other house with the... It's behind the surface right now, but that house right there, I'll make the sidewalks. And then you get Kirk's house in the back, which may stay there, may not. I'm not sure. It's off the beach. It's a cool house to include in the city. It's kind of in the center of the table, which is kind of almost perfect because it was where Lego started. So that's kind of cool as well. I'm going to do my normal rollout here and say goodbye to everyone because I got to head out, get something to eat, and maybe I'll clean up some of this mess if I can get away from the dog and the kids and everything. Wife's working late during tax season, so the two of us tonight. Well, thanks for watching. Don't forget to check us out on Instagram and Twitter and Facebook and YouTube at Built From Bricks. Bricks, not Brooks. Built From Bricks. Also, every Thursday at 6 p.m. I am doing a live stream, although I don't know if I will be here next week because I'll be traveling on a cave tour. I'll talk more about that in another show. But typically every Thursday I may put a notice up if I'm not going to make next week, which, if anything, I could do something from the road, but I won't be Lego related, so unless I bring Zach with me or whatnot. But every Thursday at 6 p.m., don't forget to tune in. If it's not next week, it will be the following week. It may be just me. Drew's been traveling as well. It's a hard time to get everybody together. And don't forget to subscribe. Tell people that you know to subscribe, other people. Check us out and get more subscribers, more viewers. It's helpful. It makes me happy. I like seeing the viewers in the chat room and chatting with you guys, as well as the comments on the YouTube. So that's what I got. Thanks for watching. What have you built today?